So I don't quite know how to do this. Here's the challenge. Most of the fields on here are like official, which is good. It's great to be in this frame of like, making it all official. So the first thought when I go into the user table, I just have a regular name. So the way I would approach this, which is kind of the way that the whole thing has to scale, because there'll always be data modeling, merging, and splitting. So it's going to be a lot of like, that's the sort of my college mycelial process of like kind of weaving and merging and splitting of data, which is just imperative for any app to do that the fastest. So you just start with like info, and then you just say first name, and then say last name, and then so I guess this name turns into like, it's like handle basically, and then you say name template, and you say put in replacements, you say the first and last name is going to reference first and last. So then you say name final. I mean, and then it's like, do you want to do a setting for someone to say show my handle rather than the official name? I don't know, the settings will start making things conditional. But I just say name final, and start with the logic. You just say if handle is not empty, then handle, I guess. Handle. It's like, how do you want to prioritize the information? Do you want to like force people to do a first and last name, but then they don't have to show it? Or you just say you can only go by it because it's a trusted network? I don't know. Otherwise, use info final or name template. So then the conditional, we'll just check to see if there's that, and then return that. Anyway, so brand, company name, I guess we just want to info. Brand, company. That's a field. Your address. And official photos, etc. Your geolocation, your website. So these are all built in. When a bio, the question is when you have an application to a guild, which is an internal group, do you have a separate profile setting, or do you just sort of pick out one? Which is cool, because then it's like Indeed, where you just have your profiles. Like, do you want to apply here with your resume, basically? You go, yeah, use all the info. Then within the site, you just go apply. The trouble here is that these questions can actually just be answered by AI. Do you offer an herbal medicine product? I mean, I suppose you could say maybe that's where the AI really shines, where you add more questions like who within the company provides this service. I don't know. The challenge down here is that all of these are keywords, and I started by creating a list, a separate list, where I went into my choices table, which is sort of like just a side space for lists of stuff, which I quickly realized should just be tags, because I have the tags. So this is like astro signs specific. And then I started copying in all the herbal choices. I'm like, these should just be tags, because you want to be able to click on them. You want information like, what is monolomi massage? I have no idea, but if I click on it, I get a little AI description. I mean, you want to sell on what it is rather than having, otherwise the person has upload their profiles so that they do monologue and then talk about it and sell it versus a thing. The platform should sell the whole, whatever the content is. So I'm deciding to just start with a list here. So I think these should all be tags, but then maybe there's like a Boolean for like if it's an offering officially. So as an example of the power of this whole kind of process, I can actually create a new document. I can say herbal guild choices, whatever. And I add all those. That's just a regular post. Then go to it, and it should find all of these. That took a minute, and then boom, here are all the keywords. It just grabbed them all, separated by commas, and then the button to add a tag. Here.
You notice that important. So for being private label,
which now, as I'm looking at it, is like a little squished. So I go into this container, and I can make it just a 1-to-1, half and half, so that it feels better. But sometimes it feels weak. But I can just go through and will auto tag every one of these. And it's as simple as that, because you just want, all of these are concepts. Because this is a cool list, but really you just want them to say, hey, I offer, I mean, what happens when they something that's not on the list, and then we're adding to the list, then it should just happen automatically. Like aromatherapy, oh, there's 2 references. Oh, look at this willow waters. What's that? Cool. Neato. Look at all this cool stuff. It's weird looking, but just put the title on top. Breadcrumbs on top. It's just so annoying formatting. Should probably just be combined. I don't know. Versions on top. I mean, that seems to make more sense. Then you just do the full. I don't know. And then they should be able to find something. They just add a profile of their own post that says, I do aromatherapy. Oh, and it extracts it automatically.